Hi everyone, welcome here with Google and Deloitte to chat about accelerating SecOps, modernization and innovation. This is Federico Casani, Director from Deloitte Cybersphere MLS Center, located in Madrid. Here with me, Jason from Google.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
Thank you. And Antonio, my colleague from Madrid too.
Hello, my name is Antonio Martinez. I'm the product manager in the Data and Response service line here in our operation center based on Madrid, as Federico had just said. I've been working here in Deloitte for the last 11 years, more or less, focused always in cybersecurity projects with CM solutions and doing activity with this kind of tools. So say that, let me pass the ball to my colleague Fede again.
Thank you, Antonio. Let's start chat about. So, question for Jason. And how does Google define modern SecOps, and what makes it so important to have?
Yeah, sure. So, Jason Sloterbeck, responsible for cloud security, threats, risk, and artificial intelligence. At Google, we believe we can help teams achieve their goals by providing solutions that move them from status quo to modern security. So they can deal with all of these changing IT environments, including transformations that are enhanced by the cloud, the shortage of security professionals, and the problems we see are that security teams need help with modern data volumes, workload visibility, all of the changing, innovating adversaries that we see. So we've pulled together a very broad portfolio, including a lot of external investments to take our SIM, SOAR, Mandiant suite of solutions, our cloud security focused solutions, VirusTotal, even reCAPTCHA, so that we can help security teams move from reactive to proactive, as you see here on this slide. This belief that we can't only be proactive, but with proper risk assessment, with visibility, with management, teams can preempt likely attacks. We also want to move from these dependencies on small, sometimes inexperienced groups of people to help all employees through AI, and we'll talk a little bit more about AI later. We want to move from relying on general data intel feeds that are matched via correlation rules to relevant and applied data woven into incident cases that help people identify and prioritize investigations appropriately. There's also a focus on infrastructure and the expense of security engineering tasks. We want to move the focus past infrastructure, past a lot of this toil, to alerts that are actually prioritized, relevant. All the context is present and readily visible to practitioners. And then you'll also hear us talk about problems with data collection due to cost constraints, just the overall scale of volume. Fundamentally, probably not surprisingly, at Google, we feel very strongly that this is a compute and data problem. Cybersecurity is compute and data. And so we think we've got the largest, most scalable global set of compute. And we started very early on, almost 15 years ago now, to harness that capability initially in the form of our Chronicle SIM. And to provide something that's highly scalable, that allows for the exploration of data, stitching of data, searching across data, to deliver the best platform in the world that's truly cloud native. Part of that is also then the kind of the final point here, moving from siloed data that needs lots of effort to integrate to approach that consolidates data. This philosophy that I think a lot of organizations have had, which is to save money, how little data can I keep? What's the least amount of data I can collect and still probably be able to defend myself? We've shifted that thinking and said, we want to keep all the data as much as possible, anything that could possibly be relevant, even if we can't predict everything. We want to make it searchable. We want to stitch it all together in a usable way, provide user context, identity context, asset context, and we think we're fantastic at those kind of 6 tenets fundamentally for our customers. So let's talk about AI here, I guess, a little bit. We think there's just a massive opportunity to increase the efficiency of SecOps programs and effectiveness and expertise in these 3 main areas. So I think we'll talk about some of those innovations coming up. But maybe before we go there, I'll pitch it over to Deloitte. So how does Deloitte define SecOps modernization?
Okay. Well, every day, most of our clients around the world are on a journey to enhance their cybersecurity posture by truly understanding their existing capabilities and business model, as well their ambitions. We implement and deliver services that move away from the traditional SOC that leaves the organization exposed and behind to evolving threat landscape. As part of this process, we focus on maturing our client SOC capabilities from its traditional starting position and lay the foundation to the journey to the next gen SOC. In the traditional SOC, there is a lot of complexity, as you, Jason, has just said, integrating a lot of sources, normalization, parsing issues, a lot of alerts, false positive, etc. So in the traditional SOC, the main goal has been always the detection part. You are able to detect, and that's it. You have detected a ransomware attack, but the attack is the attacker is doing bad things in your network, in your company, in your endpoints, in your whatever. So at the end, the attack is hitting your company. So we need to change that approach, that mentality, move away from the traditional SOC to the next gen SOC. We don't want to say, hey, we have detected this kind of attack. We also want to say, hey, we have protected you from this specific ransomware attack, for example. Let's check now how they have reached your company and how we can stop them before this situation. So based on that, we should be able not to have 100% dependency of human decisions. We also need to use other capabilities like artificial intelligence, automatic responses, and automatic actions, automations at the end. So this is the change or the roadmap that we have identified and we are planning for us, for sure, and also for all our clients in order to move away from that traditional SOC, because we need to do the things in other way to reach out that next gen SOC. We want to have much more visibility, increase our efficiency, and specialization. So having always in mind not only the detection part, also the response as a critical part of our job. Let me.
I think the view is a common view. We have a common view, as Jason and Antonio are sharing. I think speed and visibility are the key message here. Speed in terms of the detection and response, and visibility in terms how we can leverage the client's exposure, the client's environment to protect them. So Antonio, go ahead.
No, that's it, Fede. I have a question for Jason about, because we have been talking about and say something about AI, and today is the common topic that we can face in all our situation, clients, and so on. So, what's the Google vision for the AI in security? What are some highlights of what has been achieved so far?
Yeah, sure. I think, and maybe we'll jump back to the previous slide, and I'll go into some more depth. It's definitely a hot topic, and I think this, the point I made earlier that we believe cybersecurity is fundamentally a compute problem. I think this is where organizations face a big choice. Do they, my career, I spent a lot of time at point security vendors, great products, great tools, great solutions for individual problems. But this generational shift where you need a company to partner with that really understands AI, and obviously that means the technology and the global compute platform and AI leadership of a company like Google, and of course a partner like Deloitte that can help you operationalize that and figure out how to apply that in your environment. Both are key, but this is just where the average security vendor doesn't own a global cloud footprint. And so our vision, it's all about utilizing the advanced AI to stop threats, reduce toil, and enhance security skills. So we want to bring the insight into the adversary, into the equation, so you get visibility into threats that are unique to your risks. And we want to weave both AI and threat intel throughout our products, services, and platforms. Those are the lifeblood of the security offerings. And we'll talk about applied threat intelligence, but this idea of, okay, we've got amazing innovations, but if you can't afford all the technology that utilizes them, we've got to deliver and tune planetary scale AI capabilities into affordable packages. So, imagine if you could prevent threats from turning into incidents in the first place, or reduce the toil of competitive tasks, or just shifting how practitioners do security to be more effective through making it easier and more effective using the power of AI collaborators. So we announced last week in our SecOps platform, Chronicle and SOAR, the ability to do natural language query translation. So you can input a query in natural language, like ask about a potential fraudulent crypto mining attack in your Google Cloud environment, and it translates it into a complex query. So that means that, like, the time to get to value, the time to get started with, say, a new analyst who maybe doesn't know all of the details of a query language for our security platform, can quickly learn it. They can look at the query that's generated, understand how it works. Maybe they even want to make some tweaks into it. But then we'll also run the search. So you can ask a question like that. We can say, hey, we've crafted a query. Do you want us to run the search? You can click yes, and then get those results back from the search. And then you can say, hey, I want to generate a rule based on the results of the search, or I want to understand a little bit more. How would you summarize this? So this notion of natural language summaries. You can do the same thing with case summaries. So we've got lots of rich case views in Chronicle and Chronicle SOAR now to understand the details of the incident, the context, why it's a concern. I can now get an AI summary of all of that. Let's bubble up all of this up as I try to figure out how much time do I want to spend on this particular case. And then also, using large language models optimized for security use cases, we can make recommendations for next steps that actually support incident remediation. So we're very proud of what we've accomplished. And, I think you're going to just see an immense amount of innovation in terms of product releases and improvements to capabilities at a very rapid pace. If we go to the next slide, I think this also relates to the AI strategy, just in the sense that we're really thinking about threat intel is great, having feeds of threat intel is good, but how do you turn that into something that's truly valuable? And a lot of this is in the way that it's actually integrated, where that context appears for organizations. And AI is really, I think, we have lots of threat intel at Google. If you just think about all the visibility we have, Mandiant is the premier example of some of the best, most accurate intel about what kind of tactics are being used in breaches, what vulnerabilities are being exploited. What have we seen in the last 2 weeks? So we have the ability to really apply threat intel and say, look, you've got all of this noise, all of this concerning activity, but by fusing this together and then leveraging AI, to large language models especially, we can really help you understand what should you be focusing on, kind of every minute, every hour, every day. What's the top thing as I look at my day as a security team? What are my priorities? All right. So with that, question for Deloitte. Deloitte, Google's top security partner. How do you help organizations accelerate this path to modern SecOps?
Good question, Jason. Thank. I can jump here. We were chatting about but brand new technology, like AI, automation, and automated response. But we truly believe that governance is key to manage and to protect the clients. So through our advise and implement and operate approach, we can run as an extension of the client's team to provide an agile, comprehensive security shield. To become a trusted partner, we truly believe that human insight and experienced talent are key, not only cutting-edge technology and innovative solution, but to have a comprehensive cyber solution delivering quality, minimizing the risk. So as global delivery and managed security service, Deloitte provides the client with the MXDR solution, having Chronicle as a key piece of this solution is a fundamental part of the core solution that helps the analyst to have a better and faster understanding about what is happening outside. Google Chronicle is a key piece of the Deloitte MXDR solution. It's instrumental to improve visibility of the client's environment and accelerate key activities like faster searches, more real-time detection, and faster investigation, because we know how is important threat hunting activity, and the Chronicle can help a lot on that sense. So with the MXDR Deloitte solution, the client organization can be securely managed under one umbrella, so we can operate with confidence. So to summarize, the holistic approach of Deloitte is to have to leverage amazing technology like Google Chronicle, at the same time to have people there, to have our human inside there, to have our experience that we have built during the years in the cyberspace. That's it. I think we have merged the vision from Deloitte and Google. Again, summarize people, technology, speeding detection, response, visibility. And I would like to have some closing thoughts on the next step, Jason, what Google and also for us, Antonio, and Deloitte are doing to support clients in their cyber journey. Question for you, Jason.
Sure. I think at the end of the day, we think we can help clients better than anyone else transform cybersecurity with frontline intelligence, expertise, and AI-powered cloud innovation. So we bring that all together with the best technology, the best global platform, the best threat intelligence and threat fabric, so that you can detect, investigate, and respond to security incidents better than ever. And with partners like Deloitte, we're confident you can achieve revolutionary outcomes for your security teams. So really excited to be here today and to be able to partner with them.
Okay, thanks. Let me share my thoughts about all this part. As we have commented during this conversation, we cannot doing the things that we have been doing during the last years, because at the end the attackers evolve their techniques, and we cannot be static at this point. So taking as an example the double extortion attack, I usually challenge our clients about where you are able to detect an attack like this. Maybe you can detect if you are a target or not of this specific attacker or group. We know the TTPs regarding the access to infrastructure, how they establish persistence, and so on. So we usually ask about all these kind of things, and we need to be clear with our clients about, okay, where, in which point you are able to detect all these kind of things. With this in mind, we are going to be able to advise our clients where put efforts for the next years, and create a roadmap together where we can find complementary tools and services like EDR and CM monitoring, Intel, threat modeling to create new use cases, threat hunting, DLP, identity, and so on. So combining all this kind of services, tools, and so on, we will be able to have enough visibility to detect and also act or react to this kind of new attacks.
Absolutely agree with you, Antonio. Just a few words from my side to close the circle, just to say that what Deloitte wants to do is to act as partner, truly committed to support and guide the client in their cyber journey, to have in place the best cybersecurity posture. And through this end-to-end approach and leveraging technology like Google Chronicle in the MXDR solution, we believe we can help the client to be protected from the current challenge that the threat landscape continuing evolving. So that's it. That's all from my side. Thank you all.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.